Hello friends, today in this tutorial, in this live stream, we will be building a material YouTube video embed card generator. Basically, whenever you want to embed any sort of video inside your web page, basically this is a design that we will be designing it. So you will be able to play the video inside your browser itself. You can see that, but there is a different kind of card available to you. You can see this is a material card here. It has got rounded edges. You can also just control the color as well of the border. You can also give the border to the left position, right position, bottom position. It is totally up to you how you want to customize this. There is a horizontal line as well. You can see that multiple videos you can embed here, 1 2 3. You just need to change the URL of whichever video you need to embed here inside this beautiful card of YouTube here. So we will be building this YouTube embed card using the iframe tag in order to embed YouTube videos inside the browser. So you can embed as many multiple videos as you want inside this vertical fashion. So we will be designing this interface purely in HTML and CSS3 without any sort of external framework. This will be completely from scratch. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and I have given the source code in the description of the live stream. So this is all the source code which is required for this tutorial, index.html. So now let me start building it from scratch. So if you have guys have problem, you can ask in the comment section. So let's start. So first of all, guys, I will make a index.html file here, and also remove this style.css. So right here, guys, we will have this file here, which is index.html. So we will just give it a title that YouTube embed video card generator. So now right here, guys, we will write the code step by step. So first of all, what we need to do is that we will have a simple heading inside this. So the heading will say it, we will align this inside the center position. So we will give text align to center, to text align to center. So basically this heading will say, so put a semicolon, and also we need to change the font size of 50 pixel like this. So this heading will say that YouTube embed card. So like this, YouTube embed card. So basically if you just say, you can see this is your heading here. Let me build it side by side so it is doesn't have any sort of problem. So let me float this window uh, side by side. So now guys, we will write the code here side by side so that you will understand better. After this heading, guys, we will have a div which will have a class of video card, and inside this we will have a iframe tag. So basically if you don't know about iframe is actually the way by which you embed any sort of video in YouTube video inside your browser. So if you want to allow the full screen, you can put the allow full screen attribute, and then we will be attaching this custom class that we will define, which is YouTube dash iframe video, and also video card top. All these classes we will style it inside the CSS. You will now see there is the iframe tag here which will be playing the YouTube video. So then we will have a simple attribute which will be data thumbnail source. So this is the custom attribute that we are giving here. So basically this will be equal to whichever video thumbnail you want to have. So basically whenever you go to YouTube, if you want to embed the YouTube video, you will simply go to the YouTube video, whichever YouTube video you want to embed. So there is a option here. If I want to embed my own video, so basically I will go to this, and now to copy this link here, I will simply copy this whole link, copy this link, and After this, what we need to do is that there is another attribute called as frame border. So this will be equal to 0. And then we have the source attribute. So source, we will paste it. So we don't need this watch question mark v is equal to, instead of, we will write here embed slash, and then we need to write here question mark feature is equal to uh, question mark feature is equal to player embedded, like this. So now if you write like this, guys, so now you can see your YouTube video is successfully embedded here. You can now play your YouTube video like this. So this is a very basic player which you can see here. It is very basic. So we need to style this basic player using HTML and CSS3 concept. It is very easy. It requires very few lines of code. So now to style this, guys, we will use our style sheet. So just make style tag right here. So inside this, what we will do is that first of all, we will remove all the margin. We will change the font family. So we will change the font family to this font family, which is called as Roboto. And then we will also change the font size to 22 pixel. And then we will change the text color to this color, which is FF000, red color. So I need to put a semicolon here. Oh, I think additional 0. So this will change to red color. You will see that. And now we will style the video card class here, which we have defined here to this div here. So we will say dot video card, and here we will say clear both. So this will make sure that this will appear in the center screen, and then text align to center. So this will move the video and the center position. So after this, guys, we will have the video card top class. So we have initialized this class, guys. If you see closely, I think we have given this or not given this. You can see that video card top. So we have initialized this class. So we simply need to style this now video card top. So first of all, we can change the border radius to 10 pixel. So now this will have rounded edges. You will now see, guys, closely. If you check the YouTube video player, now it has got rounded edges here around the borders. So you can control how much edges you want to give here with this property, which is border radius. Then we got, if you want to give border top 10 pixel solid, and then the color is F20E0E. This is red color. Now you will see that now we have given the border from the top position. So it is highlighted here with the red color. You can also do it from the left position. It is totally up to you, whichever design that you like. But I have given from the top position. So basically, you can see that how beautiful it is looking. You can also change the color to whichever color that you want. It is totally up to you. You can see that. And then basically, guys, we will have to have some box shadow effect. 16 pixel, 13 pixel, 42 pixel, minus 17 pixel, RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.69. So now you can see that, guys, it has got some box shadow effect here. It is looking at, it is just giving the feel of a material video card, video embed card, where you can play your video here simply, any video, embed this. So now it is now looking pretty good. Embed card. So after doing this, guys, we will change the height and the width. So we will increase the height to 350 pixel of this card. So this height will increase here, you will see that. And also we need to change the width to 600 pixel. So you can now see, now it is wide card here, you can see that. It is completely looking pretty good now. So a fixed width and height, and you can see the box shadow effect appearing, and this is a border which is given here. Simple and sleek design which is made up of HTML, CSS. So we haven't used any sort of third-party framework. It is just, so this is all that you will need, guys. So after that you will put a HR tag. It is totally up to you if you want to do it. After this div HR, and you can copy paste the same video or you can take a different address. It is totally up to you. So we can have now multiple videos here. This is first, second, and you will see this HR line here appearing here. This is horizontal separator line. So we can simply style this also as well by giving HR, targeting it. So now what we need to do is that inside this we can give it a margin of 40 pixel, and we can give it a border of 2 pixel dashed this color, which is C0, C0, C0. This slight pinkish line here, you will see that. So now it is looking quite good now, guys. It has got some margin and the border is also. So we can make it dynamic, guys, by using JavaScript. Basically, I put JavaScript in the title because of this thing. This is static because you manually go to YouTube, change the URL in the application, but you can have a URL, sorry, input field where you can give the user the opportunity basically to change or generate the YouTube embed card based upon whichever video that they select. So now we can have a simple input field of text, and here we can give ID URL, it should be required. So now you can see we have got at the top input field here you can see that, and we can just delete this. Only one will be shown at once. So we can now write the JavaScript part. So basically we have given the ID here. If you see here, I think I haven't given the ID. You can see we have given the ID of URL. So basically now to get this thing, we can simply say, we can bind the input field here, sorry, URL, sorry, this is jQuery. So document.get element by ID URL change. So whenever this we need to add event listener, so add event listener. So whenever it changes, we need to execute a function which is embed video. So we will make this method, guys, which is embed video. So basically this will whenever it is changed here, we will display this inside uh, URL dot value. So whichever value that you write here, if the value is changed, this value will be printed out in the alert box. So now based upon whichever embed link user write, we need to simply generate that profile card. So basically in order to do this, you will go to YouTube, you will copy the URL, whichever YouTube embed video card that you want to generate, you will copy paste here like this. So we need to first of all extract this video ID. So now to extract this video IDs, it is very simple. There are multiple methods which are available inside JavaScript in order to do this process. So one such method is extract video ID from URL JavaScript. You can search on internet, you will get your answer. Various options are there. So basically, uh, this is the method that we can use here. I think I can have, yeah, this one. So this is all that we will need, guys. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, then we are designing this embed profile card of YouTube video. So you need to provide the URL, and this will generate this awesome little embed URL with the help of which you can play videos inside your browser. So it has got rounded edges, box shadow effect, and also border. So we are just dynamically generating it. So first of all, we will just paste it here. Let me. So basically this will be the URL, guys. So URL will be coming document got get element by ID URL dot value. So whichever you can see that we are taking this value dynamically from the input field here. You can see we have initialized this input field. We have given ID to URL, and then basically on change event we have configured, and we are executing this function which is embed video. So now this function will call embed video. So we are taking this URL by its value, and this is a regular expression, guys, in order to extract the video ID. So now basically uh, if the YouTube URL is not valid, then we will simply alert the user that your YouTube URL is not valid. That's it. So now if I start this, if I now write this, you will see YouTube URL is not valid. And basically if I print, I go to youtube.com and I paste a valid URL, and in that case it will print out the in the console. If you see it, video ID is equal to this. You can see that we have successfully extracted the video ID. That's exactly what we need. So now in order to process this application, it is very easy. Now after getting this video ID, we can construct the URL, embed URL that we need to have. We can say embed URL, and here we can simply say https www.youtube.com/embed/ we can use template string here, which is this one special keyword, and here we can embed dynamically the video id 1, and then this is the thing here, question mark feature is player is equal to player underscore embedded. That's it. So that's it, guys. After this we simply need to uh, dynamically uh, do this process, dynamically put the iframe, change the iframe URL. So what we can do is that we can provide a ID to it of iframe. So what we can do is that document dot get element by ID iframe, and we can change the source property to this embed URL. That's it. So now what will happen, guys, now if I paste this link, sorry, just go to YouTube and paste your video link, and if you see here, YouTube URL is not valid, so we need to paste the correct URL. So you can now see it has changed it. So let me take another video. Let me take this video, copy link address, and paste it. Now you can see that it is automatically changing, guys. You can see that whichever URL that you provide here, it is automatically generating that embed URL profile, sorry, YouTube video embed URL. You need to simply change the URL. That's it. So in this way guys, you can generate this awesome little YouTube embed card of YouTube video using pure HTML CSS. We haven't used any sort of external framework or jQuery. It is totally vanilla JavaScript, HTML and CSS, and you can even customize this accordingly. Whichever, you can right click inspect element, and basically you can control all the things out there, which is right click inspect element, and basically you can change the color of this, whichever color that you like. Here you can customize this. In the last video as well I discussed these things. This is very much underrated. No one will tell you how to do this. So you can design your own interface, whichever color that you like. You can even change it, this border color as well. So this is a border color that, if you can change here this border color, whichever color that you like. You can customize this fully. All these options are available. So in this way guys, you can do this process. Hopefully you will like this video. Then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel. All the source code will be given in the description of the live stream. I have given all this source code, and if you have any sort of questions, you can ask in the comment section, and I will be seeing you in the next video.